Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're interested in growing your income or scaling your business, you've come to the right place. Now, if you're new to the channel or get value from this, all I ask in return for all the content is just a little thumbs up. All entrepreneurs, we need to help each other grow and scale, and if you could just give it a thumbs up as well as subscribe, maybe even tap the notification bell, it would mean the world to me and I'd appreciate it just so much. So let's get straight into it. Today's video is probably going to be one of the most helpful topics and secrets that anyone has shown for free. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make thousands of dollars sending refinance referrals with practically zero effort during the coronavirus. So let's get started. Now, everyone by now is well aware of the virus and how it's affected people, businesses, and the economy itself. But I came across a trick that can and will make you thousands of dollars with zero work. The concept is so simple, so let me explain. Right now, with the virus attacking the economy, the banks are losing money and are quite desperate. Now, what this means for you is that they will be accepting almost anyone for refinance deals. Because people are losing their jobs and there really isn't a way for you to pause your car payments, the only real way to be helped is to refinance your loan with a new bank. Now, refinancing is not something new, but what's different is that the banks are being extremely lenient with their approvals. Amongst that, they're not only approving almost anyone, but they're also lowering interest rates, dropping monthly payments, and also offering deferred payments, which means you can push back your payments up to 3 to 6 months. This is now probably one of the best money-making methods around right now for the average person because not only does it require no work, but it also genuinely helps the population. I have personally had referrals send me thank you cards for helping me get them through these times and put them in a better position. So let's get to the fun part. How do we make this happen? So first things first, you're going to need to find a dealership that is offering referral payouts for refinance deals. I recommend reaching out to private dealerships first as they have a much better chance of having these incentives, but also I have seen bigger ones doing it as well. Once you reach out, simply ask a sales rep if they're paying out commissions for refinance referrals and how much they would do it for. Right now, the majority of dealers are offering these payouts between $250 to $500 per successful deal. This is insane considering how much work it takes on your end. Your only true job is to find people who have a car loan, which is pretty much everyone these days, and send them to your dealership where they will do all the work. Just to give you perspective on the opportunity, if you send 20 people and they all go through, you've made $10,000 in commissions. And again, I mentioned for no work on your end. I don't think there is any other how-to video on YouTube right now promoting such an easy money-making strategy for free. With that said, I do ask one thing. I will be showing you how to push between 3 to 10 leads per day, giving you about 90 to 30 leads per month, all potentially converting at $500 a sale. But all I ask in return is to share this video. There are enough sales for everyone to go around, so don't be selfish. Share this with everyone you know because this is life-changing and has unlimited potential. Now more than ever, we need to be there for everyone, so let's get this video everywhere. Now let's move on. There are two ways to go about doing this, organically and or paid. Now let's talk about the organic way. When I first started doing this, I had created some posts letting people know that I was able to help them with their auto loans and included all the incentives of refinancing their vehicle. I kept it very simple and short and asked everyone to just reach out if they needed help. Once they responded, I would get their contact information and forward it to the dealership I was working with and wait for the outcome. I then decided to create a spreadsheet to keep it all organized as I've sent hundreds already. I'll also include a copy for you in the description for you guys to use for free. Now, once I exhausted all my friends with my posts, I wanted to scale, so I joined local groups across my city and province and started posting in these groups, letting everyone know I could help them. I will also leave you a script that I use and you can just copy and paste it into your groups as well. This process started getting me a lot of leads daily, but obviously I wanted more. This is when I got into paid ads, and you can too. I'm not going to show you how to set up a Facebook ads account because there's tons of videos on how to do that, but I will show you the ad that I'm running and how I set it up. I'm not leaving out any information, so as long as you follow what I do, you will generate leads and make an income doing this, and I highly suggest you take advantage of it while this is an opportunity. Even if you can't find a dealership in your city doing this, you can reach out to other cities or even countries, build a partnership to run ads to their location and produce potential leads for them. I even joined different websites and blogs pushing this method practically everywhere I could. So now moving forward, let's create our ad. First thing you're going to need is a page created where all the ads will be coming from. I created a page that's specific to my city, made it look pretty authentic, added some posts, and left it at that. Now once you have a page, we can create our ad, so let's move on. Okay, now that we're here, we are in the back end of Facebook Ads Manager. We're going to be creating an ad, so I'll show you guys how to do it. I have one running right now. I've had multiple ones running in the past as well. This is also a mix of other campaigns for other businesses. But nonetheless, I'm going to be showing you guys how to produce it. As you can see, this is a campaign that I started not that long ago. I've already produced 57 leads. Cost per result, $1.18. Total spend 67. This is a ridiculously low amount for how much I've made from this, but let's start a new campaign. So once this prompt comes up, let's name our ad. It's called the auto loan. From here, you want to leave this the same. Campaign objective. Now there's two different kinds of ads you can run. Both sees pretty good results, but I think this is the most intimate one, is the messages one. So to summarize, this is pretty much going to run an ad where people have the objective of messaging you. So they will reach out and I put them through a messaging sequence where I can kind of filter out the people who I know are not going to be as good as the rest. And once they pass, I then send them to my dealership. So I can set the budget to $5 to $10 a day. You can even start with 5. I do 10. So moving forward, let's just name the other ad sets and move on. So now that we have the ad set up here, we're going to be going through and setting up all the options. There's nothing that needs to be done in the first one, so let's move to the second. Now here, you're going to want to be selecting the page you're going to be running from. This is where I'm going to select my page. It's called Around Calgary. So now that we're here, we're just going to select an image. Now you can kind of make whatever you want. I just kind of usually keep it simple. I do a person in a car. Nothing too fancy, just kind of gets the idea down. You know, getting your car refinanced, message us below, super simple. Now that we have the image, you want to put the text. So you want to focus on the primary text and then the headline. This is what's headlines right here, and the primary text is what's going to be shown in your ad pretty much over here. Now what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to make it really, really simple. I'm going to show you exactly what I wrote and how I set it up, so you guys can pretty much set it the same. Try and, you know, make it a little bit different so we're not all posting the same thing, but nonetheless, this is kind of give you an idea. So what I wrote here is, attention Calgary, banks are finally giving in and helping us in our time of need. If you or somebody you know is financing a vehicle, we can refinance your loan and drop your monthly payments, lower your interest rate, and give you up to 3 to 6 months deferred. If you have a car loan, you need to inquire. So now I'm going to show you how I set it up in the Messenger. So let's go preview Messenger. And now we can actually see what it's going to say. So once somebody clicks send message, this is what happens. Hi Victor, thank you for inquiring. We're looking forward to helping our fellow Calgarians. We just have a couple questions to make sure you fit the bank's refinance criteria. So how long have you owned a vehicle? Now I'll mention now, a lot of the banks, they're usually working with people who've owned their vehicles 6 months plus. Anything under, it's going to be really, really hard to get an approval. So keep that in mind. Okay, and the next one, do you have any serious payment defaults in the past, collections, multiple missed payments, etc.? I wrote yes, no, or not sure. Great, so now thanks for answering. Please provide us with a phone number to reach you at and let us know if you'd like to be contacted by text or call. So super simple, that's all there really is to it. This is also something I want to mention. If you send somebody over who's been to collections or had multiple missed payments, again, they're probably not going to get accepted. With that said, I'm telling you now, their credit doesn't really have too much to do with it anymore. They're not really focusing on credit, it's mostly just payment history. So if you can dial this down and give them people who are 6 months plus and have a clean record, there's going to be a very high chance of them getting approved. So that's the only 2 questions that I asked, because that's mostly the criteria, and that's pretty much all you need. So now we have ads running, leads coming in, and checks being cashed. But how do we make even more? Well, the auto industry is not the only one paying for refinancing. Another big one is mortgages. You can replicate this concept and produce leads for mortgage brokers who will refinance people's homes. Now, the average payout for this is about $750 to $1,000 per sale. I will mention this is a lot more difficult and smaller chances of it going through, but even if you spend $500 in ads, you still make about $500 profit. So regardless of what you want to do, there's an opportunity here to make some money, and I highly suggest you all take advantage. Now, this pretty much sums up the entire method. There really isn't too much to it, so stop wasting time, go out there and make some posts, run some ads, and cash out on this opportunity. I will leave with a disclaimer, I'm well aware of all the aspects of refinancing and the payment deferrals. Although it can save you in the moment, most times it affects you long term by adding to your overall loan and usually extending your contract. With that said, everyone has a free will to choose to move forward, and the people that do are the people who need it the most. So now I wish you all the best. If you have any questions or concerns, please drop a comment below. I engage with 100% of the people that engage with my content, so please make sure to leave your feedback, a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the next video.